up and running today properly, I hope, folks. Feel like a horse racing. Oh my God, you should have seen it yesterday. Oh, my hair looks disgusting. I've been out walking the dogs. Yesterday I did my live, and just so embarrassed. I think I know what I'm doing, and I've got it all down pat. My husband's written my big instructions, and I still accidentally hit the wrong button on my live, so it went to my personal page, which I don't mind my friends, my family seeing it, but they don't need to see it. We like to, it's about carding and all of that. So what I was looking at today is, I've got some scrap of paper there sitting, is unfortunately Delightful Wishes is leaving. And I've only just bloody got this because I had the paper already, and I thought, I'll try that, because there is another stamp set that's got the long words on it as well. It's got sending, and so it's the Floral Delight, which includes Delightful Wishes, which is this one. So I was going, and I've just got it. So I thought, because we're doing easy peasy, let's do it. Plus I wanted to show you something. These adhesive sheets, I don't use them very often because I don't mind little bits and pieces, but I decided yesterday when I did a card, I did my card last night, and as I said, I was disappointed because things didn't go as well. But look at this, a little bit more work, but I still reckon it's not too bad. And that was using the floral one, Flora, but and of course it went to my other things, so people had to go onto my page and have a look. Isn't that cute? But this is all embossing. So I was so sad because I'd advertised it, and I sort of had a lot of clicks saying they were coming to see it, and then I must have looked like an idiot. But anyway, let's go on the smaller things, on these big ones. You don't really need to have this. Maybe on the inside one because it's skinny, but I still find it easy enough to glue in the bigger spots. So, but if you're not sure and you get scared, this is the thing to use. So this is the colour I always go, if you're going to buy just the card base, on the back it tells you the colours in the, so it's Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pecan Pie, and Pool Party. So I don't know where the Pool Party is. Oh, there it is in there. See those little blues? They're Pool Party. And so it's got the darker, the crushed curry, and the daffodil. It's Daffodil Delight. What did I pull out? Crushed curry and lemon lime. Oh, I've got scraps there. But I'm actually, if I'm right then, that's crushed curry. No, that's the ones I've got. I don't have the other one. So anyway, we're adjusting, because when you look at this, look, how much does that look nice? Just out enough to frame it. So we're going to use that and these. So with this, it's got some in here. There's a stem, there's a big flower, which we're not going to use. I did that another time. This and all of this. Look at this. Okay. So we're just going to use some of the dies. We're going to use the big sending, and I'll show you how to do that with that. I don't want to lose those already. So I'm going to pop them just down there on my side. You want to see a hard card. Oh my God, this took me ages to work out. Easy on the front. 3 mechanisms in there. So I'm afraid I won't be teaching that one. It was too hard, and it looks fancy, but it's, it's an old stamp. Let's get cracking, eh? Alright, what have we got to do? So I am going to use a little bit of old ribbon, because I thought that goes with, or actually goes with copper clay. And this is this is pecan pie. And I thought, but you know what, I'm going to change it. Even though this is out of stock, these are the old colours, and so once the old colours go, they go, and then you don't. So that's Wild Wheat and Moody, something Moody. Is that the one? No, that's Pebble Path. Oh, I haven't got any copper clay left, have I? Yes, I have. I have still got one left, and because the ribbon matches it, let's go with that. Alright. Oh, well, it's hard to get in. So, I'm going to use that as a border, so I'm not going to use it. I always open mine at the top. And I use my cardstock up. Don't waste your cardstock just because it's gone out of stock. I mean, some of the bigger people that sell a lot, they can afford, they buy everything because they can, they've got lots of clients. I'm not going to use the Lemon Lolly, which they suggest, which is that colour. It's just too light. So I'm going to go with this. Now, I'm just trying to think what we're going to do. Okay, that's a spare bit. That's a spare. Let's get a sheet of this. I don't even know if I'm going to look. I might be using that for leaves. We're on the fly, guys. This is one of our cards. Alright, so we're going to do a longer one today. So for this, we go straight down the middle at 4 and an 1/8, which is, remember I always say 4 and an 1/8 is 1, 2. Because 2 more and it's a quarter. So that's how I find it. Alright, so that's another card for later. And for the end, we're going to go at 11. And we're making a sideways card. Oh, horizontal. Don't you like that? Okay, we're not up yet. I am working. I'm just taking that off. Okay, so we are going to score that at 5.5. Blade out and 5.5 in, and I always line it up there so that I can get them exactly on top of each other. So if I haven't got my 5.5 totally correct, I can bring it down and that's fine. Alright, so we've got our base. Then we're going to put, I'm not sure if I'm going to do another base. I might just put some DSP on that, which I will need that for. And I'm not going to get a busy one. I'm not going to get a green one. No, don't like that. So, oh, do you like that? I don't like that. Oh, look at those, aren't they pretty? I must use a bit for something. How about we put that on the back? Alright, so remember, because we've made that 5.5, to come inside we take it a quarter off, and then so it's 5.5, and then a quarter off that is 3 7/8. So we're going to go down 3 7/8, 4 7/8, because it's our width of our card. It's horizontal, remember, so always look at that. In, and we're going to take that to, remember, 3 7/8. Just making sure, if you line it up there, that's, oh, I think I've made, I did that, I wasn't looking properly with that, so we're going to readjust that one. Okay, we're going to make it like so it fits in here. What else? Oh, this is 5.5. That's what I was doing the 7/8 from the other one. So if it's 5.5, we want it 3 under. I've got enough cards to make another card later, so it doesn't matter. And then this one is this 3 7/8. You keep all your pieces, you'll use them. Alright, let's put that on here first. It does look nice there, but I'm going to use pattern stuff. I'm going to pull out our stamps and make it. You only need a small amount around. You can put an extra if you want to. You don't need to. Very, very light glue. Now, I've done that just a little bit too. I'm going to take it from that end because you can't see the glue. Hopefully I haven't done anything there. Why isn't... Oh, she is. I am live. Alright, I'm just going to clean that bit of the thing. I might have got a bit of glue on it. Alright, so hello. Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to my easy. Hopefully I'm doing a little bit better than yesterday when I lost myself. Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? Alright, so now I've got that. But what I'm thinking is let's tizzy it up a bit and let's add another piece. So let's do about that. So what's that? That's, I think, 4 to 5.5 is a bit much. Let's do 3.5. And 3.5 by, I think that's enough. Alright, so what I'm thinking is a flower pot. So let me just get that out of the road for a sec. We'll need the yellow cardstock for some flowers. You can, if you don't want to cut it out, you could make it definitely with your, I've got some extra stock card here to make the, where did I put those 2 white pieces? Oh, here. Now, with the copper clay, so I'm going to, I realised I wanted to put some copper clay in. Let's see what that does. So I'm going to put it inside. I'm going to mat this on here. So that is 3.5. I'm going to take it down to 3 3/4 by 3. So just take it to 3 there. Okay. And so what with that, again, we measure it. So it's 3 1/8 by 3 3/8. So we're going to go just above that. So it was easy to do this. Just stick it inside there. How's that for a trick? And line it up. Learn to be clever. Okay, I'm going to put that on that side. Just make sure I've got it in. And I want it just a little bit over. Okay, I don't want to use up all the cardstock because I can use that again. I'm just going to stick this over here. Alright, so got to turn it round. See, that breaks it up a little bit. And let's get another colour. Let's get another colour and just take half an inch. We might take an inch, might be too big. Let's take half an inch. And you know, when you're watching this, you can always go back and watch it slowly, push stop and play it later. I'm just lining that up. Oh, I keep knocking it, silly girl. I will take a little bit more. Take 3/4. And I'm going to take, it's 5.5, so I'm going to take it to 5. Alright, I'm thinking I'm going to lay that across there. And I hope you're all doing well. Bloody, I got my walk before it got too cold, and then I turned those flowers up. I'm going to put that under there so you won't see it all, but you just see a little bit of it. Alright? And then I'm going to build this up first with my flowers. So let's put that down for a minute. Now what I might also do is inside, so I won't put it down, I am going to make a border inside with the copper clay to make it match. So remember, this is where your measurements come in. So if it's 5.5, we go to 5.25. I think I've got just enough of that. I'll have to go to here. Oh, it's just under 1/4. I'll do it on this side. And that card will end up being 5.25. 5 3/4. So it's 4 and 2, so 4 under is 3. Alright, and then we need a piece of white that's going to be just under that. Okay, that fits in nicely. Well, that piece of card's got a little tag out on it, so we will need to get another piece. As you know, I always have some inners ready to go. Now, this will have to come down a bit more. Oh no, it fits perfect. But I saw a die in there. I saw a really nice die in that pack. And I think I'm going to use it because that's stamps. I haven't done this before, but if I remember, oh, hard to get off. Let's bring up my more. And so base, top, put my card in, all just fits, and I'm going to put that going that way and there. I've got to work out which way it's going. Okay, we have a bit of a rock there going, guys. We're rocking around the clock. Okay, so now I'm going to turn that round. Have a look at this. Where's my bin? Let's do that first. Look at that. Couple of bits in there. You could just get your picking tool and go through it. Is that cute? I think I'm going to turn that round and do it on the other side too. And we're going to do it round there. Let's take that around there. We can still write in there. There's plenty of room to write. And right. We're going to be using the die again in a minute. So there's all this white left. Just put that in. If I don't put them where they belong, I'll be looking for them and saying, where the heck are they? So I'm just over on the left here getting rid of all the pieces. And because I've got this out, I'm just going to pop that in there so I don't lose it. Okay, so see here, where's my pick tool? You just pop them all out. Okay. Is there any left in there? No. That's a bit of stuff on there. Alright. So that way I'm not actually going to stamp on the inside of the card. So we've got this done. Now on the inside, I'm going to put the mat down, the first mat. Now if it was all on its own like that, I don't think it would look real good. So now with here, of course, you have to be careful of your, just put a little on the corners and just a little in the middle because that'll hold it down. And I'm going to pop that in the middle. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Okay. Well, then we're going to move that over a bit. That's it. And we're going to move the whole thing over. That's it. Hold on. That's it. Okay. Now it's a bit bigger. It's I'll just give that a good bone fold. Because it's a bit thicker, it's got that edge in it. Where's my bone folder? There it is. Can hold that tight. And alright. Okay, so we've got our inside, our outside. What else are we going to add to that? Let's put a little bit of that ribbon in. And where's my scissors? Okay. Now you know what to do to jizzy it up. You just take some from the side and pull that around. That bit that we've just done will cut off so it's not. Okay, and then we get a bit of fluff going. Right, we'll do that on the other end. Now if you're lucky, you can get a good pull on it. See that? I want a bit more of that. That one worked really well, didn't it? Okay. I need to find that one. That's it. That's a bit better. Let's get that right out, okay guys? That's pretty. So what I'm going to do on this one is just use my tear and tape. Right down the middle. And give it a little push because it's ribbon. It's a bit, I'm just going to get a wet one. I seem to have got something sticky on my fingers. Lucky you have grandkids around, you always have wet ones. I got kids around too. Don't need wet ones with those ones, they're older. So funny, you forget when your kids are teenagers, they don't need you except for food and driving. And sometimes to talk to you when they want something. Okay, I'm going to pop that in the middle. Alright, let's work on this. We're going to put this together. There's a bit on there. I've done that. Alright, so now we're going to cut out a couple of greetings and things like that of little flowers. Now, do we have the little flowers in here? I'm sure we do. Here we do. Ah, they're for stamping though. I didn't realise that. And don't know if I want to put wishing. It's going to be too big. I've probably made that a bit big, you know. No, so no, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. Now, where did I put that scrap with the card? Over there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use that wishing that goes with it. But I'm going to have to stamp to get some flowers. So if you just give me a sec to grab the colours for the flowers. Leaves. Oh, okay. Let's see how these colours go. Old olive, crushed curry, pecan pie, and baby duckling. Duckling's the new one. I don't have the pads to that, but that's a different yellow, so I wanted that. I don't have the cardstock for the ducky. I didn't sort of had so much. Okay, let's have a look what we can do here. So we've got a stamp. So just as well I had that piece of cardstock there. These are the die cutter. Where the heck did I put the stamps after all that? That's so funny. I just had the stamps in my hand. See, this is the problem. You move something and you lose something. They're right over there. Oh my giddy aunt. This is what stamping is all about. So with the sending, you can just cut out the word sending, or you can stamp it and you can die cut it over top and make a is that right? So that must cut it all out, I think. And that one cuts a sending on its own. Let me have a look. Let's have a look if we can do that. So we're going to maybe put it in this one. And we'll stamp it. So that's the big one. Let's get that for the background. So we do only need that much. Okay. I haven't done the background before, so this is good. Now hold that. Alright, that's going to give us the back. Alright, now we'll just pop that to the side again. That in there so I don't lose it. I'll put that there too. Now, let's stamp in the really crushed curry yellow. Stamp. Is it the stamp? I need a bigger one. I think I like the wishing in that. Let's just have a look anyway. You got to say like that, don't you? It doesn't go on top of it. What was the other piece? There were two wishing things. I'll put it in here. So that we might cut that out at the same time. But let's stamp the other bits and pieces. Won't take too long, sorry. Oh, it's only 1:30, it's alright, we got plenty. I was thinking I'm running around. That didn't clean very well. Okay, so what should we say? Wishing you a happy birthday. Wishing you a happy birthday. Okay, and let's do the happy birthday in the yellow, and we'll put that on a piece of white cardstock. Alright, put that aside, that's ready. Unless we, see, I don't think that cuts it out like that. Isn't it funny? Why does it look like that? Because that was, I cut out the big one, didn't I? Yeah. And that's a little one. We'll cut it out just as well. I'll cut it out in the yellow. No, I won't, because that won't fit in that one. Let's go down here in the crushed curry. We'll see what it does. As you can see, I haven't really used these very much. I have used them a couple of times because I only just got them. But then, of course, because we've got to buy all the stuff that's available and everything like that, I've got all of it. Now, I'm going to put that aside for a second to cut because I want to get onto the stamps and stop mucking about. Right, now, you can always use the back of it. You don't, if you're not happy with what you've got there, just turn it over. It does not come through. So, unless you've got red or black, then they might. Okay, wishing you. Now, let's get these lovely stamps out. So these are double stamped. Right, so now I'm going to stamp the bottom and the peach, because they had peach pie in this, and the top and the crushed curry. Right, let's see what we can do. If we don't like it like that, we'll try something else, won't we? We can do whatever we like. So that's the one with no pattern on it. See the difference? So it's called double stamping. So we're going to peach pie it first. Peach pie, I'm just going to do one stamp. It's quite dark. I'm going to put that back on. What didn't I do, girls? Come on, you know. You're on there. Tell me I didn't get my PS mat, did I? We need to have that. So I am going to stamp off on some rubbish because I don't want that too dark. And I'm going to stamp on there. And I'm going to do that again and stamp off and stamp there. So we've got two lots of flowers. And now I'm going to do the crushed curry. And I've got to remember which way I had it up. Let me have a look on that one. It's that way. Yeah. Is it? No, it's this way. That's where it is. It's all on how you move your... Wow. Maybe it's not. Let's try that way. Yep, that's it. Got to turn your head and turn your head. I don't know, guys. I think I want lighter and darker. Let's try it again. Clean that one up. And I'm going to do it in the lemon lolly and the crushed curry, okay? I don't like that peach pie. Does anybody like the peach pie? I'm not happy. Let's try it in the 2 crushed curry and lemon lime. Okay, so now let's see how dark that comes up. Too dark, so I want it light there. And we'll do that again. And we're going to do that way. Don't waste your paper. Alright, so now we're going back in. And remember to turn it around. Oh, they're better, aren't they? Who likes that? Hey, who likes that one? There you go. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Now, what I might do while I've got that stamp out is put some of those gorgeous stamps on my envelope. Alright, so we've got our light one first. Stamp it off. And on. And oh, isn't that lucky? Do it on the back. Don't want our people to be upset when they get my cards and don't get all the frills. It doesn't take much more to stamp it off and stamp it on. I think when you first start stamping up and you buy all the stuff, you want to make sure that you have it forever and you've got enough. But the reality is, I've got so much DSP from when I first started, and I use a lot of it up, you know, my own cards and sometimes in my classes. But I also like them to have the new stuff too, so it's sort of balancing it all out. Okay. Now the lucky thing is, it all comes out together. So we can, when we cut it out, it will all come at the same time. Now I'm not sure that I want any big flowers inside. I think I just want all the little ones. But I just might, because we're going on the curry, aren't we? That I might make a couple of just cut out little white flowers, and we'll blend a little of the yellow inside. Alright, you can put leaves, but I'm not going to use those leaves, so I'm going to cut out some myself. I'll pop those away. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. Whoop, just stuck my, where's my, which one? Stuck my fingers in the ink pad. Alright, now what are we up to? We've got our wishing, we've got our we've got our envelope done, we can put the rubbish back in the paper, we just have to cut these out. And up comes the mini again. I was lucky when I walked, I got back just in time. So, look, the thing is with the Stampin' Up, it's so nice to get these. When you go to Last Chance, you check out if they're on sale and grab them. Or if they're not, hopefully they go down. So, but also the other thing is, if you buy anything in a bundle, and you do, I think if you get a bundle or from a suite, hold on. Have I got all my plates? One. No, I knew I was. See, you'll feel that. I need that on top of there. Then I need that. Now you saw that moved a little bit. So you could use a little bit of tape. I've got a little bit of that mushy tape. I don't know what it's called. White washi tape, I think it is. If I can get it open. I'm just going to put that on there to hold that down, because this, I don't want it to jump everywhere. Right. Now see all those beautiful little flowers? If I can get that off. So I'm going to just take all those flowers and pop them there, because surely I can't lose them there, can I? Like yesterday I was doing things, and or the night before, getting ready for last night, and I made up the whole flower, 2 flowers for the front of the card, and then I cut the rest out in the card, and I couldn't find the second one I made, and I looked everywhere. I lost the inside of the card. I looked absolutely everywhere. I got my husband in here looking, and oh my God, I was thinking, I don't know, this luck for me. And I ended up, it was so funny. Oh, you're not coming out. So got that off. So now, and so he came in, he had a look, he couldn't see anything, and now I don't want to do all of the flower, but I might just put, because it comes out like that, I was just going to do the white flower. You know what we might do is emboss it, and I know this is a little bit outside my easy side, but I want these little white flowers. So what I'm going to quickly do is get my Versamark. Well, we are really doing a bit of work here today, sorry guys. Get my Versamark, and I'm going to just stamp with the inside, the one that's got all the indents. We're going to take that, and I'm going to put it in my Versamark. Alright, goes down there. And I'm going to do it twice, so I've got a few of them. And I can't see where the hell they are, so I'll open that up. And pull that out. I'm going to grab some white copper. Ooh, copper would look nice, wouldn't it? Clear. I'm going to grab some white. Yeah, because I don't know where it is. I'm just going to cover it all up. Ooh, look. I don't know where my card's going, mates. You've got to watch and see. Just get that out of the road so I don't knock it over. So, if you don't have an embossing machine, then you just use another colour if you want to add another colour. But look at this. Sorry for the noise when it starts. And it will give me some lovely sparkly little flowers to add there. Right. Now I've got to cut those out. Where is Versamark? Is there? Oh, there they are. I can see it right now. Oh, this easy card is easy. You'll be fine. If you've got the set, you've got everything ready to do it. And that's where it's going. And we're going to have some shiny white flowers. We are building up a plethora of little bits and pieces. should get my pick and tool in there. I think because it's got the Versamark on it, it's stuck to the sparkly stuff. It has stuck to it a little bit, making it harder to come out. And so our second lot, I don't know that we're going to need them, but I'll just do them anyway. And I think I do know we might need a branch. So, alright, just leave that there for a minute. Cut those out. I'll just get my branch and a bit of cardstock. I'm not going to probably use all of this branch, but I'll just cut it out anyway. Got ourselves a label. Oh, that's what we got to do, just as well I left that there. I just said an easy card, didn't I, Guy? Who's going to say to me? And we need this label back. One last thing. This is showing you, you know, if you do it at home and you do it on your own, this at least shows you how to do the whole thing instead of, like often I cut out things for everyone in advance. And so you don't get to see that. And so this is real time. It'll take you an hour. So you always make, I always make 2 cards at once. Not today because I'm doing it on live, only because you're going to all that trouble. You might as well make 2 and have it done. And I think we've got some little green leaves. Oh, I want more leaves than this. I think I have a piece of garden green over here. I don't want a lot of leaves, but there's tops and bottoms of this, so I'll have to just run that through a couple of times to get both of them. And there I've done it again. I forgot to put the last plate in. Okay. I'm only going to do a couple because I don't want to. That's a trick. Drop your dies on the ground, not on the ground, on your table. But just make sure you don't drop them anywhere that it can go on the floor and you have to get down on the ground and pick them up. Oh. Hi guys, I saw some more popped on then. Thanks for coming in. Say hello. Tell me what you reckon. And I'll do one more round of those, just so that I don't have to go back. And we're ready to finish the card. And I didn't even use the masking tape like I was going to, because as I said, it's an easy peasy card that I just go on the fly with, and I was going to do it really easy, and then there I go going, add this, add that. But it is easy. You can see really what I've cut out and what I've done. It's a bit of stamping, a bit of die cutting. It's not hard. Okay, please don't get scared. Sometimes you look at some of these sets and you think, oh my god, and people do make really, really big fancy cards and they are lovely, but I still think you don't need all of it. I'm going to leave that there if I don't know. Let's just pop that up there. There are some little inserts you can put into the card if you want to make the middles out of them. But I am going to grab a little dobber for the crushed curry, and I just want to, in these white flowers, I just want to do a little bit, not much, okay, just a little bit in the middle. how's that? Just a little bit in the middle to give it a little bit in there, but I don't want them. Alright, if you don't have a dauber, then just use a tissue and put it in your ink pad and make a knot out of it. Get your tissue, make a knot, just dip it in your ink and do it like that. Alright, let's get this made up, eh? Now, where did I put my branch? Was there. Here, I'm going to take a little bit because I think I want to make a little pot. Just to be different. Now, I've got to remember how I did that from that end up to there. And see, I have made a pot. And like I showed you before, if you use your bone folder, I didn't even use these for the flowers, so we're not doing that, okay? See, I've just showed you don't have to have everything you just have to know where you put your bone folder. My envelope, that. Ooh, where did I put it? Okay, you know what? I've got one more up here. I have a desk. You can see how big it is. Look at my poor kiwis. They're getting all dirty. That's my mat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to... So if you don't have a lot of dies and you want to do things like this, I showed you the card last week and I did it, and I just made a basket. I didn't make a basket last week. I made a flower bed one. Okay. Right, now I am going to put it up on dimensionals. No, I'm not. I'm going to put the flowers up. So, glue. I'm just going to put that down. Oh, I think I like that side better. The dents show more, don't they? What do you reckon? 1 or 2? I feel like I'm at the optometrist. When he says that, I go back, go back. Now, I'm going to cut these so I have a few of them. Not so severely. I can put a flower there. Now this is where I should have used the tape. Okay, so I'm going to cut that down again. But, as I said, I didn't do it. And I just use a bit of that. Yeah, I don't even want it that high. I only want it in there. So we've just got a couple of leaves coming up and down. And we're just going to lift those on some dimensionals. Now, I've got minis here, and I've got somewhere I've got minis. There they are there, and I've got bigger ones. So on the bigger pieces, get your pick tool, there it goes. And you can put a big one there, and a big one there. We don't really need one there. Let it float. So you might be putting stuff underneath it. So that's going to come up along there. Then I've got little white ones. So what I'm going to do is put some more yellow ones on. Okay. I might put this on. I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to take that over so it can go over there where the glue is, and the dots will stick it down. So I need to put a third one, so I might need a mini on that. Look how tiny these are. I don't really use them much because they're so damn tiny. My big fingers. Okay. And we're going to drop those down on there and out over the card. So what I might do is use one of the longer ones and take that again up there. Glue. So to get what I'm getting at, pop that in behind there. I'm going to leave that floating. So what I might do, I don't want to wreck my card, I'm going to put my card over and I'm going to glue that down. And I am putting a bit of glue because it's heavier. Okay, I'll pop that on there. And see, that will go over there. And right on the end of there, I am going to put a dimensional because that's a bit flatter there, so I want it to stand up. Okay. Now you can just move your little flaps up a bit. Look at that. Let's put a couple of white ones in there too, not the big group. I'll put some stuff on that and see where it fits. I don't think I'll put all three. I might just do the we're nearly finished. Sorry to take you so long, but it is a fun card, isn't it? My pop. There you go. Now I'm gonna put a few around on the bottom. So I'm going to glue some down. Okay, more white ones, yellow ones, yep. Just glue them around down there. So we've got flowers everywhere. And then I'm just going to glue one off at the end here so it stands out. Oh, these are looking beautiful, aren't they? Do you like them? Oh, I've got a little one stuck there. Might just drop this little tiny one down on the floor here. Okay. Give me a couple of them that have dropped off. Where else do we need them? One down on the ground. Yep. I think that's enough. I think he's all flowered up. Now our yellowy ones, you know what I'm going to do with them? So we've got some leaves here. I'll pop that right under there. No, don't want them in there. There. Okay, so we've got wishing. Now I'm going to bring that along that it... No. No, it's too big. It's too big. Have I got that straight? No, I haven't. you have got seconds with the glue. Now, because I've made my card so I can put it on the top and lift it, I'm just going to put happy birthday. I'm going to take out all of that wishing and we're just going to put happy birthday across the pot. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, guys? Where do I put it? There? Or I think across the pot looks good into that flower. So that's what we're going to do with it. So this end we put glue because it's going to go on the thing, but this end needs a little dimensional to lift it up so it doesn't look like it's sinking down. Alright, so we're going to plug that under there and see how that lifts. And let's get a little bit of bling. White. Yep. Let's get these ones that change a bit of colour. What are they? Holographic. Which they're out of. I think they might probably be. They could be in, they could be out because I've cleaned that drawer 3 times. Alright, let's get some. Let's put a little in the white ones. Let's give them a little bit. Ooh, that looks nice, doesn't it? So use up what you've got. If you don't have to. I mean, even if I'm online and you're meant to be using your latest stock, you don't have to. You can do what you like. If people have got that in their thing, they can use it. What do you reckon? Happy birthday. And then you can... Do we put wishing? No. Don't like that wishing at all. That's going out. So we didn't end up using all our white flowers either. We don't need to. That's got enough colour in it. And we've got an envelope. So thank you for watching. And hopefully you found it easy enough to make. But they are going out on last chance. So I could have done that one too. Nah, I'm done. I'm finished. Thank you so much for spending your time with me as I clean up and try and find everything that I don't know where I put. So we will see you either Tuesday for another card, Tuesday night, and then Wednesday morning for, well, actually next week, the 6th. So what are we up to now? We are the 25th, so next week I should be here, but the week after I won't. I'll be doing a live, but never mind, that doesn't matter right now. Alright guys, nice to see you. Thanks for coming on. Thank you so much. Bye. And bye.